Charlie Rogers called one of the finest physicians, he was a very prominent physician in the Detroit area at that time, who came to see Charlie, or Chuck, excuse me, Uncle Chuck, and diagnosed his condition, certainly had polio, and he told my grandfather, get this kid into Herman Kiefer Hospital as soon as you can. I think his name was Dr. Ahee, is that right, Mom? Right. Charlie, being a man of faith, spoke with a good friend of his by the name of Bill Riley. Bill Riley apparently knew Father Solanus and said to Charlie, I know a friar, he referred to him as a friar downtown who's done some marvelous things with people who are ill and have problems in their life. And Charlie said, well, please tell him that my son is sick with polio. Bill Riley did that. Father Solanus relayed the message back to Charlie Rogers. Don't admit your child into the hospital. And I will tell you that he will be better the next day after I pray. And the next day, sure enough, Charlie was better, or Chuck was better. And as I understand it, my grandfather, Charlie Rogers, invited the good doctor to visit the house and witness what had happened. And the doctor was just mad at him, mad as can be. Charlie didn't follow my directions. Your child is terribly ill, needs to be treated at Herman Kiefer Hospital. My grandfather said, come on, come over and see. The doctor came over and was amazed. The headaches were gone. The stiffness in the neck had resolved. The spasms in his arms and his legs were abated. And he got out of bed and started walking around. And here's a doctor. I don't want to offend any doctors out there when I say this, but it is difficult sometimes for doctors to believe in miracles because they've been educated to try to identify physical ailments, the source, and treat that source, treat that disease. But in this case, after witnessing what had happened in a very short period of time, the doctor took my grandfather into the next room and said, I have no scientific explanation for this. It must have been a miracle.